Now, YouTube is a perfect example of how dangerous monopolies, whether they be private or government run monopolies, but how dangerous monopolies can be. When a corporation such as YouTube uh, and other all these other social media sites, which I guess you couldn't call it a monopoly, but an oligopoly, when they control free speech, and when I say control free speech, we're in an age where we're shifting away from television. Nobody watches television anymore. Television is going in the garbage. I haven't watched television in months. I watch my computer. I watch my computer for my entertainment. I watch it for my news. I watch it for my cultural and educational enrichment. That's what I use. I don't like television. I don't like commercials. I don't like being told what I'm going to be able to watch. I can simply type in something and I can watch it. And YouTube and to a certain extent Facebook, both of them control that industry. And what is that industry? It's pretty much free speech. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to. Before them, it was television. You wanted to say what you had to say, you had a TV show. Almost nobody could speak their mind because, I mean, who can own a television show? There'd be no Arana Nation. There'd be none of that. I mean, you could own a radio show, and that was somewhat easier. Then radio became out of style. Now television is going out of style. And so it's the age of broadband. And what YouTube is trying to do is stifle free speech. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it like television. And what they are interested in, which is okay, but it's not okay when you try to stifle what people have to say, is they're trying to stifle free speech. Now, what YouTube is doing is and it's starting on December, early December, they've come out with new terms and conditions where they will cut channels. Just cut them. Which, the channels that don't make them money. So it's pretty much those channels that have 1 million subscribers or more will most likely be spared. And they're called the gold and diamond creators. But the bronze and silver ones, and don't make any assumptions here that Arana Nation is bronze or silver. I'll get into that in a minute. I'll get into that right now. But the bronze and silver ones will be cut. Now, it's one thing to say that if you're not making money, like if you have a news channel on CNN or Fox News or CTV, if you're in Canada, or whatever, if you have a column in the Sun News in the Sun newspaper tabloid, and it's not making money, and because nobody wants to hear from you. Okay, well, you're bringing the company down. That's fine. That's called capitalism. I'm all for that. Yay and amen. I'm for that. All right? If nobody wanted to hear what Arana Nation had to say, and Arana Nation's views were in the toilet, and this was going on for years and years and years, and Arana Nation wasn't making any money for YouTube, then cut me. Yeah, you throw me in the guy. I'll go shine shoes, okay? I can do that. I'll do it. I'll accept that. But let me tell you something about Arana Nation, and many people like Arana Nation. We make a boatload, or we could make a boatload of money for YouTube. But here's the thing. YouTube, day after day after day, they demonetize us. They take down our videos. They try to shut us up. They dox our channel, or not dox it. I mean, censor or try to hide the views that we have. I've seen it. The glitches is astonishing. You'll see something, for example, you'll see that you guys have liked a video and you like it a lot, and you hit the like button, but then it says 0 views. You know, they're counting on, you know, this crazy nigga here talking all this stuff about Justin the Tackhead Tarface, Mac Daddy Trudeau, and Meghan Markle, and, you know, globalism, and, you know, the royal family, and all this sort of stuff. You know, nobody's going to want to click on him. But people click on it, and then they want to have 0 views. So they do all of this stuff which prevent me from making the money that I and they could be making, because they want to shut me down, because YouTube is a part of the system which is against freedom, which is against nationalism, which is against countries with borders, which is against the people preserving culture, which is against the Western civilization, which is against all of it. They're on the team of the New World Order. They're on the team of dumbing down the population. They're on the team of a feudalistic society where the majority of people are down here and have to rely on the goodwill of the aristocrats up at the top. That is the side they are on. They don't like what I gotta say. They don't like what InfoWars has to say. They don't like what RT has to say. They don't like what We Are Change has to say. They don't like what Press for Truth has to say. They don't like any of them. I mean, yeah, they'll tolerate the token freedom fighters. They'll tolerate the token nationalists on Fox News and all that stuff. The Zionistic token so-called national. They'll tolerate them because, you know, that sort of also fits into their system as well. But they ain't gonna tolerate me. No, sirree. They'll do everything they can to make sure. If every one of my videos were taken down, that would be the best thing for them. Because they don't want that word to spread, even though it makes tons of money for them. It makes tons of money for them. It does. My views are through the roof. My subscriber list is through the roof. I mean, if YouTube were to really get out of Arana Nation's way, I mean really get out of our way, stop demonetizing us. Stop, hiding my videos. Stop censoring my videos so people can't see it. Stop kicking off my subscribers so that they can email me and say, hey, I thought I was on your subscriber list and now I'm kicked off. Did you kick me off? No, I don't kick people off. I never kick people off. The only time I ever kick people off my subscriber list is if you are disrespectful to me. And then I'll kick your ass off. Yeah, well, damn right I will. I mean, if YouTube were to really stay out of Arana Nation thing away, oh please, I wouldn't even. I'd have enough money to make my own YouTube, and that's actually what I'm gonna start doing. You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? I've said this before, but that is YouTube doing this. So it's almost like you're working for a newspaper, and everybody wants to read your column. But the newspaper man is against everything you say, so he hides your column, he takes away your paycheck, or a good chunk of your paycheck, so that you don't you can't come into work or all that stuff. And then he blames you for not making money for the company. Well, yeah, because you're getting in my way. And then you throwing me off. I'm telling you, this channel is doomed. And that's why, and the reason I'm making this video is not to bitch or anything like that. But it's because I'm going to do a little bit of advertising. First of all, if you're not subscribed, you need to subscribe. You know, if you haven't donated to Arana Nation, you need to donate, okay? Otherwise, you're stealing from Arana Nation. You're stealing. I'm telling you, at this point, and there's no excuse. You know how to donate through PayPal. You can do it through email. There's ways. But at this point, if you're watching my videos and you haven't donated yet, you're a thief. You're a thief from the streets. You know, in ancient Egypt, they would chop off people's hands for stealing. Maybe I should do that to you. And I think that's a great idea. But you're stealing from Arana Nation if you're not donating. Or if you haven't donated yet. If you've donated, that's fine. I mean, you know, I would suggest that, you know, people, you know, donate at least once. And, you know, I encourage them to donate when they can, but at least donate once. If you haven't donated yet, you're a thief. You're a damn thief. You are a thief from the streets, and you're a sinner too, because being a thief is a sin. You're going to hell for that too if you don't repent for stealing from Arana Nation, from your commander-in-chief. You're stealing. But also, you have to look me up on BitChute. BitChute, okay? I do have a BitChute channel. People have actually suggested that I open one when I already have one, and all my videos are there. I have to upload a lot of the videos from YouTube to BitChute because for some reason now they're not automatically uploading. But I'm there. Oh, I'm there. And when I see a lot of traffic go to my BitChute channel, I'm eventually going to just forget about this whole YouTube business because they do just about the same thing YouTube does. They have a place where you can donate and all that sort of stuff. So and they don't get in my way when it comes to free speech. They don't try to hide my videos. It's very easy to see me on BitChute. Very easy. All you gotta do is put in. You don't even have to type in Arana Nation. You just have to type in Arana, and you're gonna see one of my videos. That's not a very common surname, so you can just type that in, and you're gonna see one of two things: one of my videos or one of Justin Bieber's personal trainer, whose surname happens to just be Arana as well, and there's no relation. There's a white dude, so there's no relation. But it looks like my time at YouTube could very well be numbered, because once they put that terms and conditions in, and once they try to get rid of all the channels and the hooligan channels, as they would think of us, from YouTube, by the time 2020 gets here, Donald Trump is not going to have any fair media, because the establishment, even Fox News to a certain extent, has turned their back on this guy. I mean, Fox is a Zionistic channel, okay? And I'm very wary of Zionists. And I know Trump really is not one, but he plays into it because he's afraid. I'm not afraid of any of them, but that's the thing. Once they get rid of us, there's going to be he's not going to have any press, which even tries to be positive to him. And I'm not saying that we have to kiss his ass or anything. In fact, I've criticized him on a number of occasions, and I make no apologies of it. If you think that it's unfair that I do, you can go to hell. But, at least I will talk about and acknowledge the good that he does as well. I voted for him in 2016, and I could very well vote for him in 2020. I think he's done great domestically for the economy of the United States. He cares about the United States. Sometimes that's at the harm of other nations, such as mine. And here in Canada, he's made a bad trade deal, which will hurt Canada. But I can't blame him for that. I gotta blame our leaders who accepted it. You can't have any trade deal without accepting it, and our leaders accepted it on the left and on the right. So that's where we are right now. But you're gonna see by 2020 a lot of channels just disappearing because YouTube is trying to stifle them. This is their master plan. Stifle these channels that they don't like or don't agree with. Prevent them from growing, to diamond and gold status because you don't like what they're saying. And then when the time comes, you get rid of them. But one thing I can say is that could also hurt YouTube as well, because their hatred and their spite really could only just end up spiting themselves, because it's the same thing that happens with all monopolies. Eventually they become so arrogant that they don't stop to see the threat that's coming from around the corner. It happened to Kmart. It happened to Sears. It happened to Standard Oil. It's happened to all once great companies, which became so arrogant they didn't even see the threat that's coming. It came to the television industry, and it's going to come for YouTube as well if they don't straighten up. So that's what I have to say on it. That is the news in the YouTube world. There is a new terms and conditions that will be coming around sometime in December, probably December 10th, which is saying that if you are not, providing them with big bucks, then you are going to be thrown off of YouTube. And that's going to make YouTube a really dull place to go on. A very dull website. It's going to be it's just going to probably just be about some videos about cats and videos about dogs, which seem to get a lot of hits. So that's not interesting to me. Maybe it's interesting to you, but it's going to make YouTube a very boring, unexciting channel. This is the Arana Nation.